Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today. Today we got a 4-man platoon and we got a couple good games to show you from this night. Alright, so first off, I'm in my 705A. We're on Windstorm, standard battle, platooned up with Gilby, Thaddeurian, and Drewski. And pretty much just 10s and 9s in this match. Let's get to it. It's been a while since we got a 4-man platoon, so we had some fun tonight. Had a few close games. And a couple that I really want to show you guys. So, ace tankers are fun to show because of the damage, or the XP, just assisted damage, all the combined damage that ends in experience. But to me, close matches are the most fun to play, and when you're working together with your friends or teammates, it definitely makes this game more fun. Alright, so I'm in my heavy tank. I want to make sure that we got city locked down. We got a lot of tanks in the middle, and then quite a few in the northern as well. Got an E5 with me, and then far back behind me I got a mouse, and then we spot a waffle trogger E100 and FE215B, and this E5 just wants to continue driving. Now if we just spotted like one heavy tank, I probably would have pushed up with that E5, but the fact that it was a tank destroyer and a heavy, I figured there'd be more tanks, and sure enough there is. There's another Death Star and a 705A, and then the E5 pulls out to get one shot and takes two. I don't know why he thinks he can be trading effectively down here. Can't really see the Death Star. I don't have a good shot on him. And I'm detected, so he could just throw a Hesh round at me and get some damage. They have a Patton flanking my E5. I'm going to start falling back. I let my team know that I'm falling back. Hopefully the mouse doesn't push in. And honestly, hopefully the E5 can buy me time to get out of here. Unfortunately, the mouse just keeps pushing in, and I could arguably help the E5 and the mouse. And as I'm exiting, I actually do see a line of sight that I have on this. Look for a shot in the Death Star. I don't see it, so I'm just going to shoot the Patton, get 700 damage out of it. Got two pens. And here I say good game. Really, to me, the reason I use good game quite often in matches is because I feel like it's the only communication that people really respond to. If you try to communicate other things, besides like when you're reloading in an autoloader, I don't feel like anybody ever responds to any other communication besides good game. So what I want to do here is, I'm going to assume my mouse is going to die, and I need to be set up to defend the base. Looks like we're going to roll the middle, and then potentially be on their base, and we got a 2-tank advantage lead. So I might be throwing my game away. I might not get to see any of these guys. We might just cap, but I at least want to make sure that they don't cap us. So our mouse is dead. That didn't take long. Got Chieftain up here with me. And now our mediums start to push in. And I don't really blame them. It seems like it's all over. It's just cleanup time. We were 8-4. Now the Waffle Trogger kills our medium tank. Our 1390 kills our Waffle Trogger. Their FE215B kills our Sharpshooter. And then their Death Star kills our 432. So we're only up by 2 tanks right now. Now, Gilby and Drewski have died at this point. I still have Thyderian. Spot this IS-7 crossing. And I just don't have a good shot. I don't want my lower plate to be exposed if they all come out. So I have to find a different angle here. Their 705A kills our chieftain. Our 1390 kills their artillery. And we still have a 1 tank advantage. Just trying to look for shots while I can stay hull down. And that IS-7 seems dug in. Seems like he doesn't want to fight me. So this is going to make for a potential boring match. So we have a full health E100. We have Thyderian, myself, and our scout, and Artie. Our scout's gonna go into the city and try to fight. And to me, I'm just gonna take advantage of this time. I know they can't just pop out of the city and shoot me. So what I want to do is try to make an advanced move on this IS-7. Our 705, their 705A kills our Artie, so now we're down 10 to 11 after our scout died in that push as well. Really working with Thyderian. He's up on the ledge, so he can get spotting out. But I definitely can't have him dead, so I tell him just to trade effectively and only spot with little to no risk. Their 183 kills our Conqueror. Not even sure where he was at. And then I get the jump on this IS-7. And this is where this tank is just kind of awkward. So I check the city to see if there's anything looking, and I don't see anything. But face hugging this IS-7 just kind of makes for an odd situation to get my gun down. Now their 705A is right underneath Thyderian. Can't get a shot on him. And our E100 kind of has him locked down. Gilby and Drewski are definitely helping us out here with good comms. And we're just locked in a 12v12. I don't really want to get isolated here. I feel like I'm kind of off on an island where the Death Star and the Patton could isolate me. And as I come around this corner, I see the Patton, and he's behind a house. So if he comes out either left or right side, I should be able to see him and get a shot on him. If he wants to exit that position, I feel like he needs to turn completely around and then just, as soon as he's unspotted, jet out and he can get to the back. So I'm going to aim at the back side, knowing that I have a bigger gap on the front side of that house, if that makes sense. And all these guys are in a platoon together. E100 bounces off the 705A. The 705A returns fire. So our E100 is a potential one-shot for that 705A now. And Thyderian says he needs to get out of there. But I let him know that he needs to try to get in a position where he can support. Patton pulls out around the corner, make sure that my shot's fully aimed to his lower plate and get that shot in. And right as that happens, our E100 lights their 705A on fire, which is a huge advantage. So we're 3-1 up on them. And as Thyderian rounds this corner, he spots the Death Star. And the Death Star, you can see, shoots the mountain there and misses him. So Thyderian's returning fire. And I want to pressure the Death Star. But now as I come over here, I can see the rear of the 705A, so as long as he's going to show me that, I'm going to get shots into his rear. And now he's a potential one shot for all of us, besides the Thyderian. I mean, I don't know if a Patton can roll up to 504. This feels like a stretch. Nonetheless, we took his pushing power away. I'm still at 1800 hit points, so I've saved all my hit points. I don't feel like I made a huge impact, but being alive at the end definitely helped out my E100 and Thyderian. So all of a sudden I'm detected and I'm right in the open for this Death Star. So I turn my tank, hoping that he hits my tracks, and I didn't really take that much damage from him. He definitely hit my track. He didn't penetrate me, but he still did a significant amount of damage. So I know I'm going to get a shell before him, and this thing suffers from accuracy. So unfortunately, it hit way high on his upper plate, and then after I missed, their 705A tracked me in position for their Death Star to take his time and shoot at a potential weak spot. Now, he also is not very accurate, so he could have been aiming in between my tracks and my hull there. Really, I think that's his best shot to pen me. Or my lower plate, which at that angle I don't know if he's going to get it through. But anyways, I push on him, shut him down, and then our E100 shuts down the 705A. You can see that the 705A did get a shot in our E100, but didn't kill him, as he was left with 60 hit points, and we pull that tight game down. So let's get to end game stats. Not an exciting adventure. You could argue that maybe if I stick around with the E5 and the mouse and give them a little bit more support, maybe it doesn't get that close, but I've definitely seen it where the game, you try to stay and be a hero, and then you die, and then your team ends up losing the game. Whereas in this case, I risked my stats to make sure that I was full health at the end of the game, and I could make a difference. So Thyderian had a nice game, 4K damage, 1,000 assist, 2 kills. Our E100 did 6K, 0 assist, pulled down 3 kills. Hunter for Prometto did 2,300, 2 kills. That was the scout at the end there that drove into the city. And then I had 3,700 with 2 kills, 600 assisted. And also blocked some damage, blocked 2K damage there. Our E100 blocked 3,300. That's really all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.